When your meetup spot looks like this and your goal is to shoot off-road photos in the desert, you know you're going to be in a target-rich environment. This weekend I had 3 assignments. First, I would be shooting magazine photos for the Utah 4-Wheel Drive Association. Second assignment would be shooting advertising photos for Hanksville City and the Whispering Sands Motel. And third, this would be the first real shakedown run for the Flakkari Grand Cherokee. It was going to be a big weekend. This section of US 6 is known for the steep climb and ranking as one of the deadliest stretches of highway in the US. Today, it would be known for the sound of 4-liter Jeep motors screaming for mercy. For most people, Helper, Utah is just a landmark that you drive past on your way to Moab. We had decided to see what hidden secrets this old mining town held. We parked in front of the Carbon Hotel. Built in the early 1900s, it served as one of the last legal bordellos in Utah before closing in 1977. Helper has an incredible rich history. We walked through the local museum and walked Main Street, soaking in the unique shops, architecture, and art that really sets Helper apart from other small towns of this size. We made one more quick stop before our first trail to check in on some of the older residents of this area. We cruised past Price and entered the north edge of off-roading Mecca. We had spent a lot of day being cultured by museums and small-town America, and now, with the shadows growing long, we aired down for a quick trail ride before dark. When I first saw this ridgeline, I knew I had to get some shots as these Jeeps came back down. I switched lenses to my 70-200 f2.8 to get a little more reach and to also add some compression. I'm super satisfied with the way these worked out. Day 2. We met in the Whispering Sands Motel extended parking lot, fueled and ready for a long day of trails and adventure. But we didn't get too far before discovering this old piece of Hanksville history. A few photos later and we were back on track for our first stop at Moonscape Overlook, just 10 miles outside of Hanksville. This is not in any way a challenging road to drive. However, if it gets wet, the powdery clay quickly becomes the consistency of bearing grease and can make forward progression in even the most built off-road vehicles challenging. Having good weather can be as important as having water when traveling these deserts. We circled the wagons, and then I took just a minute to grab this clip from an old friend.
We're out here near Factory Butte, out here at what's called Moon Overlook. We're out here with a group of cool rigs. Ty will probably scan across that in a second. We're just out here enjoying the public lands. Super grateful for like Blue Ribbon Coalition and Utah 4-Wheel Drive Association, Red Rock 4-Wheelers, and all the clubs that are doing all the work. UPLA down in the southwest corner of the state that's doing great land use stuff. We're just out here as a group of friends enjoying our public lands, and we love our public lands and we love to be responsible about them.
We traveled the northwest side of Factory Butte through some amazing clay canyons that can best be described as otherworldly. Our trail crossed the Saltwash River in several spots. The second crossing, having had a recent runoff, erode the far bank to the point of it creating a fun little climb to get out. It was even fun on the way back out. We climbed back through the clay canyon and soon turned off onto a completely different type of off-road environment than what we had previously been on. This is the Nottam Bench North Trail, and it was a bit more technical than our earlier trails. It was exactly what I needed to start getting a feel for how the Grand Cherokee would handle rougher terrain. Day 3, and the sun rose over the Whispering Sands Motel parking lot, full of rides ready for the day's adventure. On today's list is Poison Springs Canyon and the Dirty Devil River. Poison Springs Canyon is a treasure trove of historical sites. Our first stop put us face to face with petroglyphs likely created by ancestral Pueblo or Fremont cultures. This area is full of incredible art and works as a perfect first stopping point to stretch your legs or to find that next perfect stick. There was one more piece of art that we all wanted to find. It had eluded members of our group on previous hunts, but today, research and a little bit of luck would be on our side. This is what many historians believe is an authentic Butch Cassidy signature. We will never know for sure, but there is no question that this area was a popular route for the famous outlaw. Our stop for lunch was at an overlook that Mark had found while doing some work for the Blue Ribbon Coalition. It was the perfect spot for some photos and a quick drone flight. Utah days are still short in February. We crossed the Dirty Devil and climbed into the afternoon sun. We had one more stop before our return to civilization. A short distance up this inconspicuous canyon is a cave that has been called home to Native Americans for possibly hundreds of years. It's hard to imagine that this cave, complete with petroglyphs, is so close to the trail, and yet few people have taken the opportunity to explore this treasure of Native history. I don't know that you could have asked for a better trail day. We aired back up at the trailhead and drove the short distance back to Hanksville, inspired by what we had seen and looking forward to one more day in the San Rafael. Day 4. A short day, but incredibly interesting. Let's start with the trail name, Cow Dung Road, and it lived up to its name. You see this little Martian? He lives here at the Mars Desert Research Station. We tried to summon his mothership, but I think we might have been doing it wrong. If you had to pick one spot on the planet to simulate Martian terra firma, this is probably the best choice. Our next stop is one that's almost guaranteed to make you feel like a kid again. It's the Hanksville Burpee Dinosaur Quarry. 10 acres of late Jurassic bone bed, only 10 miles northwest of Hanksville. The Hanksville-San Rafael area is definitely one of Utah's hidden treasures that you really need to see firsthand to experience its beauty. The Flakkari Project is about giving you a small glimpse of this incredible world with the hope that it inspires you to do your own exploring. I hope that you have enjoyed your off-road adventure with us. And if you have, please give us a like and follow us on YouTube and Instagram.